Okay, people, there's quite a bit going on behind me, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I've been working a bit more on Embers in between episodes, and I've got a pretty decent setup here. So what this setup is that we have our Ember producing machine, whatever it's called, and yeah, it just soaks up these Ember shards, and then converts it into Ember energy. And then that Ember energy goes throughout all these emitters into the various machines that we have over here. And those various machines would be the stamper, and I could just show the way that you use the stamper is that you stamp molten metal into a ingot of some variety, or up into plates, and I guess you can also turn it into ash. Although I have not messed around with that portion of it yet. Oh, that's helpful. But yeah, there are apparently some side things where it's like, oh, these are helpful. I've just been using it for the ore doubling effect that this has, where if I had an ore on me, such as this gold ore, and I were to put it into here. So the way that this is going to work is I'm going to put the gold into here. It'll start absorbing some Ember energy. And then the gold will be smelted and then put through this pipe into this fluid tank here, because I like having the fluid tanks. I believe. And then we've also got this thing here, which I forget what that's called. But what I do remember is that produces extra materials. So every single time I smelt a gold ingot, I get like a nugget of a silver ingot whenever I smelt gold. And different things produce different things. Actually, I could see what I get. So if I were to go over the geologic separator, so I get 16 megabytes of gold silver whenever I smelt gold. This is the molten silver. And as you guys can see, I'm just storing the gold into here. But if I were to put it into here, it would be pressed into, right now it's at the bar stamp, so it'd convert into ingots. But I also have a plate stamp here. So it also can be used to create copper plates for cheap, instead of costing 2 per plate. And that has been quite a bit of what I've, well, not quite a bit of what I've been up to, but it's still a decent chunk. Just getting this thing set up to smelt everything down. The other thing we have here, I forget what this is called. I believe that this is like a mixer. Yeah, the mixer centrifuge. Mixer centrifuge is used to combine stuff such as copper and gold into dawnstone, which is the thing that I've done, as well as a variety of other things. I've just done the dawnstone, although apparently bronze is also a thing. But you know, I've gotten a reasonable amount of dawnstone. That's like 6 ingots plus the 11 that I've already crafted up. So that's a somewhat reasonable amount of dawnstone. Like, I don't think you need a ridiculous amount of it to do stuff. But from what I have read in the book, you are eventually going to need quite a bit of it to like make the dawnstone anvil and such. But yeah, that's what this thing is. It's just my ore doubler. I've just been putting stuff through it to smelt it down. Another thing that I have been working on is... oh my gosh, ogres! That's not something I've been working on. In fact, I guess that I will be using my gun. So, Embers gives you a gun. Excuse me, I guess my mantle cartridge does not... what? I guess my mantle... well, I guess I'll have to use my mantle jar. So it turned out that these mantle cartridges don't work, which is really annoying. But you can craft these mantle jars using some materials, and you can charge up this blazing ray, which I've spent 4 dawnstone on. It's pretty useful. He said it could also be used for something. What? That looks interesting. By the way, it's just a gun. So where are those guys? I'm just gonna... yeah, see, it's just a gun. And every shot takes up 25 ember from the thing, so you know, it's pretty quickly drained. Oh my goodness! What is this? And this is the Cinder Staff, which is similar, except it's a bit more magical. And you can charge it up into a massive ball of death, only costing 25 ember as well. And I'm pretty sure that this is more damage dealing. Let's see. Ba-dow. Yeah, let's excuse me. I'm gonna use my highly inaccurate gun. Okay, that took like so many shots. That's the reason why I prefer the... What is this used for? Okay, it's just bone meal. Oh, no. That's why I prefer the other thing. It's significantly more accurate. But, yeah, we have, some miscellaneous drops here I'm just gonna put away. But I definitely should reactivate my invisibility. But, yeah. Now, actually, the way that you recharge this mantle jar is by putting it into... I forget what this thing is called. But it's a thing that stores some extra ember. It's like the Ember Recharginator. But yeah, that makes it, because of their Ember cost, it makes it somewhat not really usable. I thought that those two like superchargers could have been used, but I guess that I guess not. But yeah, just the way that this book works is that you just like click on something and then you're like, yep, I'm good, and then it just lets you continue through. So I haven't even like made all the stuff in this, but it still is like, oh, yep, you're good. Like, I don't think I've made this or that. But yeah, that is my Ember stuff that I've been working on. I've also been doing some slight amount of Thaumcraft because Thaumcraft's awesome. One of the things you guys may notice is that I have the sanity checker, and if I were to hold it in my hand, I have gone slightly insane. I mean, I'd pull up the chat, except the chat like perfectly covers it up. So if you see over there, there is the dark purple bar. That is how much permanent insanity I have acquired. I believe that is 1% insane completely. And also the dragon's been going up. She's like 30 days old. Currently a stage 2 dragon with 100 health. Woo! But yeah, I also think that I've got like 2% temporary insanity. Unfortunately, I kind of can't get rid of that in the meantime because I've been trying to unlock the portion of the book where it's like, this is how you get rid of warp, but it's not been giving it to me. So I've just been kind of having to chill, which is probably one of the reasons why the dragon's so big. I've just been like, well, Golemancy telling me I've like made the brain in a jar, and it's just refusing to give me the knowledge I need. Ah, by the way, the sanity checker is like right here. Just 2 brains, some alchemical brass. It's pretty cheap. It just, are you crazy? Yes or no? And the answer is a little bit. But yeah, this little apparatus right here is, I don't remember what it's called exactly. It is the flux condenser with flux condenser lattices. It's pretty expensive. I believe I've already shown this recipe, but I managed to craft it, and it just will soak up some of the flux. So if you look at this little thing here that I made, this is found in the artifice section. Yeah, the Thaumcraft. It shows the amount of flux in the area, so the bumps right here, those are fluxes. If I were to put it where I demonstrated those really big rifts, this will be a massive bump. But right here, it's saying that our flux is not too terrible, which if I were to go directly in the same chunk as it has only half a flux, which is awesome. And if I were to go to some of the nearby chunks, it caps at like 10, 15, 12. It's not a lot, which is great. And the reason why this thing is like still working, like I haven't moved it, is because flux will flow in. When this chunk has 0 flux, 1 flux will come from the nearby chunks, so I don't have to move it. But yeah, it just soaks up some essentia from these jars and just, you know, because it's a thing. And it's also in the same chunk as this thing here, so when I start smelting up more essentia, I will be able to, first of all, put that essentia into this thing to drain the flux, because that's how it works. It takes in 6 miscellaneous essentia and gives out 1 Vidium essentia, which is a pain to get otherwise, so it's not entirely bad to have flux now, but it just is, generally speaking, a good idea to just take this thing and then always have it active. I believe at the moment it actually is not running for some reason. I guess that it's just saying, nah, I'm on break, which honestly, it's fine. I've only got like 10 flux. But actually, another thing that I have been working on is on another type of magic, because Ethan Sanders has been showing how to progress in astral sorcery. So I finally decided to make use of this thing here, the condensers, and I've gotten some of these. I don't have them on me, but I do have a pair of rock crystals that I have purified all the way to 100%. So I assume that I will be able to use those for something eventually. And I also have expanded the buffalo pit because the game decided to kill one of my buffaloes. So I'm now having to start from scratch. This is the first breeding of the buffaloes that I've done. I've still got the normal cows. Probably going to kill those guys pretty soon. But, you know, I've got buffaloes. Yay. Yeah, and that's what I've been up to. There's lots of miscellaneous progress, because there's always something to be done around here. I am going to be needing is some glowstone, because I want to try to go to the Aether. Now, there appears to be something over there. That's probably something I don't want to see, although oh, that is glowstone. So in order to get into the Aether, you have to have some glowstone. I believe it's the same exact shape as a nether portal. You just pour a water bucket into it. We also have some soul sand, it seems. What is that thing? Can I take your picture? I guess I've already learned about that thing. Yeah, I am not interested. Yikes. That looks nasty. Okay. Somebody could probably tell me about that. Because I don't want to test if they are, like, super deadly. But there are, like, 5 of them nearby. Wow. Yeah, I should have been more wise and brought some blocks with me, but it's fine. Yeah, so my current plan of what to do next between episodes is that since the dragon is growing up, I'm going to work on getting my Dragon Forge set up, because I believe I have some of my pieces of it. Yeah, I have it with me. Well, some pieces of it, and when you get it set up, we can get some dragon steel, which is pretty dope. I don't remember what it does. I'm pretty sure that it's just, like, better than diamond, because every single mod just decides to go, yo, our material's better than diamond, which, honestly, that is kind of fair. If you're wanting to make something that people use, you kind of have to make it better than the best gear in the game, other than netherite, but that doesn't exist in this version. And I'm pretty sure this will be enough glowstone. Yeah, you bet. I actually thought that this would be a somewhat dangerous expedition because the world is entirely hostile. Although, to be fair, I've got, like, several Embers-based, like, items of death, so the chances of something being able to successfully kill me are a little bit lower. But I did actually manage to find and defeat a adult ice dragon. Unfortunately, it was a male, so I did not get any eggs. But yeah, the ember stuff did not help against that. I just had to Caster's Gauntlet away. Which, by the way, guys, those ice dragons are significantly more powerful. They have like an AoE attack that makes it so that you can't really run away. Yeah, here's my other mantle jar. I tried to craft the what's that called again? The Ember scribing tools. It is it's a alternative for the scribing tools, except it has infinite uses. You instead charge it up with Ember. Considering I've got like infinite Ember, I was like, yo, I could craft that. But for some reason, the moment I put the wand in here, it just decides, nah, not gonna let you craft it. So I guess I'm just gonna keep using this mantle jar. Actually, I think you have annoying bits of progress. One thing I've been trying to get, the Infernal Furnace. I'm probably... I actually don't know if I am going to use it when I gain access to it because I've got the Embers smelting. But what the Infernal Furnace is it's the Thaumcraft equivalent of the same thing. You just... Actually, it's completely automatic. Which I'm certain that there is an eventual way of automating the Embers version, but it's just a really, really useful smelter that also gives experience. So I could use the Brain Jar that I've unlocked in Cutscene. This Brain Jar is something that I could craft using some Essentia. It occurred to me in my scatterbrainedness, I never explained what the Brain in the Jar actually does. It's a multi-use item, but the main reason why you put it down is that while it is in the world, it will collect experience orbs that are generated. A bit like how the Sculpt Catalyst in newer versions will collect the experience from mobs killed near it and then convert it into Sculpt. The Brain in the Jar won't create new blocks. It will just be punchable, and then when you punch it, you get out the experience. Another benefit that I get from this Infernal Furnace is that it actually gives you an extra material called Rare Earths, which I could probably show you guys some of the uses of it. So these Rare Earths are used to craft a lot of golem-based stuff. I'm pretty sure you have to make one of these per golem you make, as well as the Grappler Head, which this requires 4 Rare Earths, and it, you know, as well as, oh, the V Generator. Oh, that's a really big one. But yeah, this Grappler is there's like a grappling hook. It doesn't show the use of it. Yeah, you can create the Arcane Grappler, which it's a grappling hook, which is just awesome. But unfortunately, I do not have access to that right now. Portal assembled. That's like the weirdest portal generation I've ever had. Although, admittedly, it's not the Nether portal, so it's going to seem weird whenever I have to create another one of those. Like the Twilight Forest, that is going to be out pretty soon as well. Because I'm pretty sure that there are a bunch of bosses in that I can just pummel through with the Caster's Gauntlet alone. Much less with my more long-range options. The Aether, I'm pretty sure the Aether just provides everything needed for it. I really hope I don't regret this. Although I'm pretty sure that if I fall, I just land where I started. And I'm pretty sure the Death Compass would show me where I have to go. Okay, so... Oh, wait. This is a cloud. Okay, I'm able to stand on a cloud. Okay. Book of Lore item. Okay, I could probably put this in the tome. Yeah. Okay, what is this stuff used for? A parachute. I'm pretty sure I know what that... Okay. Oh, I've already got Book of Lore. Wait. A watch bucket. Okay. Book of Lore. Yeah, the parachutes. I definitely want to create one of those. So I'm on this cloud, but I have to get up there. I actually think the best course of action is just test out the parachute. What is that thing? Is that my parachute? I think that's my parachute. Let's see. Wow, there are a lot of hostile mobs down there. Okay then, that was an interesting experience. Wait, this time, I'm bringing block. Okay, so, we're back. I'm gonna, first of all, craft another parachute. That worked out pretty well the first time, but let's see. Just taking a quick peek around. I probably want to create a little bit more of a solid landing base. Okay. As well as Another parachute. I'm going to go through these things so fast. I am terrible at Skywars. Okay. I'm actually starting to wonder if this is even, like, half as many things that I need to bring. Well, I assume that this stack will be enough to get me up to there. Or skills. A clutch of 1v1. Yeah, this actually was my first time going into the Aether. I've never seen this place before. Although the question is this the original Aether or the second one? Because I know that both mods are in the mod pack. I mean, the way that I'd be able to tell is if it is Slider's dungeon, or if it's the, there's like the Valkyrie dungeon and whatnot in here. Actually, wait. This is Aether Legacy, so I believe that just means that it's the first one. Okay, what's this stuff? Ambrosium, which is used to craft torches. Okay then. We also really fluffy sheep. See, did I bring a set of shears? No, I did not. Oh my gosh! What are those things? Oh, I know that that's bad. Yeah, this is like evil flower. I'll just take care of those. Let's see, are those ghasts? Well, at least this dimension's equivalent. Wait a minute. How did I have a golden parachute? I don't know, but, okay, that's a slime. What just happened? The slime just, like, did it try to yeet me? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna... I feel like I'm not supposed to be able to do this. But what is it? I assume that this holy stone, an incubator, it's just... It's used for Aether stuff. As well as, like, stone bricks. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll pick some of this up to try to build a bridge back to that portal, because I want to have a pleasant connection between me and the locals, except the flowers. And in case you guys are wondering why I'm not, like, exploring the Aether, it's because I want to secure a way home first, and then I will, like, probably, like, craft the pickaxe or something to beat up Slider if this is that version. And guys, this is just my first time visiting the Aether. I know about the mod. I'm not uncultured. Thank you guys for watching this video. I appreciate your support. And as always, if you appreciate it, feel free to leave a comment. And I hope you guys have a very good day. I actually would like to end this episode with, I'm probably not going to be posting a Mysticraft episode every week from now on. It's, there are some things in real life that may be intervening at some point in the near future. So I'm just wanting to give you guys a little bit of forewarning. I may not post a Mysticraft episode next week. I also am considering posting some Mana and Artifice guides, actually, akin to, like, the faction guide, except for all of the spells. But that video would probably be very long, so I'd have to break it down into by tier. If you guys appreciate my videos, you know, just come again next week. I hope you guys have a very good day, and I will see you guys around.